This is just getting ridiculous. It's just getting ridiculous. It's not bad enough that uh, the gas prices are way up, grocery, just to buy like a bare minimum, it's like $160 just to buy bare minimum groceries. Um, Everything's so expensive, utility bills, on top of everything else, right? The cost of living is just ridiculous right now. I mean, and then people say, why aren't you happy? Why are you so stressed out? Yeah, well, we're not billionaires, okay? Not everyone's billionaire. Not everyone's made out of money, okay? That's a small percentage of billionaires out there. Majority of percentages of us, blue collar Americans, we have to work our ass off. We have to work, you know? And then you have this stupid nonsense. Now, I get it. Some people will say to me, but Mr. 4K, video gaming, it's a luxury. It's not a necessity. And I'm not going to debate that. They could be right. I mean, from my perspective, it might be a necessity. Well, it's not a necessity. Let's just call it what it is. Entertainment, it's not a necessity. It's just, you know, it's a pleasure, a pleasure like any pleasure, something you enjoy. It's a luxury, right? So I guess I understand their point of view. It's not a necessity. Food, water, utility, electricity, internet. Well, people make money from internet. They work from home, so internet is a necessity. Actually, I can argue that. But anyway, my whole point is like I'm not trying to make this video to be some kind of a crying baby. I'm not here to cry. I'm not a cry baby. I'm just simply saying, dude, like I know for sure I'm not buying PS5 Pro. I remember I was talking about it, like how I'm thinking about buying a PS5 Pro, but dude, it ain't happening. And the reason I'm making this video is not to like bitch and moan, like everybody else to cry about it. I'm making this video to basically ask a following question: what's happening to the video gaming industry? Where are we going? Um, with everything so expensive, not to mention how expensive the video games are, $70, $80, $100, $150. It begs the question, like, what are the alternatives, right? Might as well just play mobile games, right? At this point, I'll just play mobile games. I'll just play tablet games at this point, right? Um, you know what I'm saying? You look at this and it's just ridiculous, man. You know, new price changes, and this is from PlayStation blog. New price changes for PS5, PS5 Pro, and PlayStation Portal remote player. Prices effective starting April 2nd, which is tomorrow. And by the time you see this video, it'll probably be April 2nd. So you're probably watching this video and the prices are already active. So let's see. In United States, it's $650 for a base PS5. $650 plus tax. Don't forget the tax. An additional $30 of tax. So you're looking at 680. So 680. So you need to have a $700 just to buy a base PS5. A console that's now 6 years old. Are you out of your mind, dude? I'm sorry, dude. Like, it's just not happening, man. Just not happening. And that's the physical edition, right? And then the digital edition, $600. This is insanity. And then the Pro edition, it's without a disc. mind you, without a disc, you're looking at $900 plus tax, $930. And if you want to buy a disc, which I'm sure you will want to buy a physical media disc, dude, you're looking at $1,000. So that's just ridiculous. Listen, if you have to pay $900 plus tax and plus, some extra controllers and a physical media Blu-ray disc, 4K Blu-ray disc, player, and you have to spend over $1,000, dude, you know what? No, thank you. I'll just stick with what I have, dude. I'll stick with my Nintendo Switch 2. And everybody bitching and moaning about Nintendo Switch 2, $450. Listen, Nintendo Switch 2, $450. I have zero regrets for purchasing Nintendo Switch 2. And if you have a good gaming laptop, you know, with a 4070, 4080 i9 processor, man, stick with your gaming laptop. Stick with your PC. I mean, look, it's not just the consoles. It's also the PC components, the GPUs, the CPUs. They're expensive as well. The cost of gaming is just becomes like some kind of luxury. The gaming used to be like 26 years ago, 30 years ago, was something that you could afford. And any middle class, blue collar American can go out there and go to a store and purchase one, right? But now in 2026, we're at where we are. We're at this place right now where we are, where video gaming has become a luxury, right? And not to mention how expensive the video games are. Forget the price of these consoles. That's just the hardware. That's just the $1,000 so you can play games on it. But on top of $1,000, now you got to think about, I want to buy that video game. It's $70. I want to buy that collector's edition. It's $100. I want to buy that ultimate edition. It's $150. Dude, I'm telling you right now, you will see less and less gamers. People will say, hey, man, I cannot afford this. Not everyone's made out of money. I know I'm not made out of money. I don't know about you. I can only speak for myself, but I'm pretty sure with the gas prices so high and cost of living so high, I'm telling you right now, people will look elsewhere. They're gonna find some other alternatives. Hey, Amazon Luna, $10 a month. Look, it's only $10 a month. People will say, hey, at least I get to play some games here and there. It's only $10 a month, right? People will look elsewhere. People might even go back to playing those classic old games. They might even sign up for Endstream Arcade and just play those old classic games. Or they'll just stick to mobile and tablet games. There's so many free mobile tablet games they can play. Um, I'm telling you, this is just getting ridiculous. Now let's look at the UK. UK, it's what, 569. Was it pounds? Is this pounds? Or is it euros? No, it's pounds. 569 pounds. I don't know how much that is, but it looks like a high. I don't know what the monetary difference is in UK, but it's pretty high. Digital edition 519 pounds and PS5 Pro 789.99 pounds. Yeah, I think that's pretty high. Europe, 650 euros. PS5 Pro 900 euros. It is just ridiculous, man. How much is the remote player? PlayStation Portal remote player. It's also effective starting tomorrow, April 2nd. How much we're looking for the PlayStation Portal? 250 for a Portal plus tax. You're looking at $280. So so technically you will need $300 just to buy a PlayStation Portal. It's not even uh, like a gaming machine hardware that has a built-in components, you know. It's just a remote screen that it's pretty good, but I purchased mine. I'm so glad that I bought mine used, dirt cheap. But dude, I'm not paying close to $300 for something that's just remotely I can play and requires an internet Wi-Fi. I'm not paying close to $300 for this, man. Are you insane? you know, listen, video gaming, I mean, it's getting ridiculous. Like I said, the only hope is Game Pass right now. Like I was making a video about the Game Pass, and then people, talk about the Game Pass. Listen, man, uh, Game Pass is like the only last hope for us gamers. And if they can, like I said, if they can make this Netflix deal where they can create a combo with a Netflix, if you have a good PC, man, that's it. Just stick with the Game Pass. But this is ridiculous, man. Uh, but this also begs the question, and again, I want to get back to my original point, why I made this video. What kind of video gaming future do we have, considering like what we're seeing right now? I cannot afford this. Listen, I'm broke. I'm broke as broke as you can be, and I cannot afford this. Okay, I just have enough money to pay utility bills, pay the rent, and buy some food and water, and that's it, and fill up the gas. And I try not to drive anywhere too far because the gas prices are ridiculous. So this begs the question that I was asking earlier in the beginning of this video. What does this say for PlayStation 6, PS6? What are we looking at for PS6, PlayStation 6? Are we looking at what? $1,200? Is that what we're looking at for PlayStation 6? Think about that. Imagine $1,200 for PlayStation 6. Listen, if that's what it's going to be for PlayStation 6, $1,200, then, dude, I'll just stick with my PC. I'll just stick with the cloud gaming, you know what I mean? People will stick with GeForce Now or Boosteroid or Amazon Luna. They'll just stick to some other alternatives. And this is also really sad. I mean, I'm happy with my Nintendo Switch 2. I like it. But even Nintendo Switch 2, they might jack up the price, Uh, like I said, my only issue with Nintendo Switch 2 is the Nintendo's greed. Like they're just charging ridiculous amount for their first party exclusive games. Like Mario Tennis Fever, $70. Are you out of your mind? You want me to pay $70 for Mario Tennis Fever? Are you out of your mind? I don't know, man. This is like, this is not like a reassuring, uh, optimistic look at the future of video gaming in general. I mean, I'm sorry, like for those of you who are made out of money and you're living this bourgeois, super rich life, well, boo-hoo-hoo! Good for you! Good for you! But for the rest of us, it sucks. Okay? And I don't know what to tell you. And this is not good. When I speak for everyone, because majority of people out there are middle class. I don't talk to me about this 1% billionaires and entrepreneurs. You know, the guys who are making six figures. All right, that's a 1%. Not everyone's making six figures. So I'm talking about a blue collar American middle class. All right, I'm not talking about the bourgeois, super rich, you know, made out of money individuals. I'm talking about us, middle class gamers, and that's really is what makes this industry what it is. It's the middle class. We are the ones, majority of us who are paying for these games. And I'm telling you right now, man, this is not something. This is gloom and doom, man. This is nothing too optimistic for the future of gaming. I mean, are you trying to tell me that you're optimistic? Are you trying to tell me that you're excited? Dude, how can you be excited for video gaming when you see this kind of stuff, dude? How can you be excited for gaming when you look at the skyrocketing prices of these consoles, when you look at how expensive everything is? Video gaming software, super expensive. Like I said, Mario Tennis Fever, ridiculous $70, dude. Are you Mario Kart World, $80. I mean, are you out of your mind? When you look at like the amount of skyrocketing price tags that they're jacking up on these games and these consoles, this is not like a very optimistic outlook of this is like not looking good for video gaming industry. I don't know, dude. I might even quit. I might even get to the point where I might even quit covering video games. I might just, I don't know, talk about the Netflix movies, review Netflix movies or something like that. I don't know. But we'll see. I mean, thank God for the Game Pass, you know, at least there's still Game Pass, you know. But I don't know, man, like this is bad. This is bad, dude. This is like on top of it. I'm telling you, people cannot afford this. They will not be able to afford this. And if this is any indication of what the price tag is going to be for PlayStation 6, for PS6, I'm telling you right now, people are barely making what they're making. Dude, they might have to, like some of us might have to live out on the street. It's really, and you know, don't even get me started with politics and everything else that's going on, and just how super expensive cost of living is, and how just crazy it is out there. You look at the groceries, you look at the utility bills, you look at the unemployment, and you look at the gas prices and everything else that's been going on. Nothing's good. Everything's bad. Everything feels like a gloom and doom. And, you know, I'm not the guy that's, you know, beating those gloom and doom drums, but these are just the facts, okay? Things are not looking good, man. This is not good, you know. And on top of everything else, do you really think that people will think about the gaming right now? Do you really think that people will give a shit about video games? No, they're gonna say, "To hell with this, man. I'm quitting. I'm gonna quit being a gamer. Like, I'm done with this, man." A lot of people say, "Hey, man, I need to put a food on the table. I need to put some gas in my, you know, in my gas tank in a car. I need to pay my utility bills, man. I can't afford this." I'm telling you right now, people just say, "Dude, you can forget me with the video gaming. I'm done with games." I'm telling you, man, this is just the bad news, bro. And what do you think the Xbox is going to do? What do you think Nintendo is going to? Well, Nintendo will say, "Well, since Sony is doing it, well, why don't we do it as well? Let's jack it up to $600." And don't be surprised if Nintendo switched to its $600. don't be surprised if Nintendo switched to its $600. You know, I'm telling you. And then don't even get me started with Nvidia and their GPUs. AMD has always been reasonable, but even AMD will have to jack up their prices at some point. Um, I'm telling you, man, the cost of being a gamer now is it's luxury. You know, gaming used to be like this hobby that everyone could afford and enjoy. Like back in the old days, like we're talking 80s with the Atari and Sega Genesis and Super Nintendo. But now, in 2026, dude, like people simply will quit and say, I'm done with this hobby. I'm done with gaming. It's over. People will just throw in the towel and say, "Yeah, man, I cannot afford this, man. You can forget me with this." And what is that tells us about the future of gaming, like 2027 and beyond? What are we looking at? What are we looking at with this Project Helix new Xbox? How much is that going to be? What are we looking at with the PS6? Is it $1,200, for a digital version, and then $1,300 for a physical version? What, you're gonna pay $1,300 for a PS6? Might as well listen. Listen, if you're gonna go that route, might as well just build the PC, bro. Listen, if I'm paying $1,300 for a console, dude, I'm building a PC. Like that's it. That's it. If I'm gonna go that far, if I'm gonna go that route, dude, I might as well just build a PC. Just build a PC. I mean, why not? The whole point of consoles was to be affordable and convenient. Well, the consoles are not affordable and they're not convenient anymore. And it really sucks. And this really, it's like a gloom and doom, man, for video gaming. And again, if you're 1% of super rich and you're making six figures and whoopity doopity doo, good for you. But I'm speaking for that other 99% of middle class, which makes for all of the economy in this country. We simply will not be able to enjoy this. Especially people who have kids, they're married. Dude, they can't afford this. They can't. You can forget this hobby. They simply cannot afford. And this is really like bad news for gaming in general if this is where it's going. Now, I don't want to be, so negative, gloom and doom. I don't have a crystal ball, but if this is any indication of where we're going, it's not looking good, man. This is not looking good. And dude, I'm sorry. This is not looking good. This is bad. I mean, this is as bad as it gets. I It's bad. I mean, the look on my face should tell you everything. It's like, dude, the gaming, it's so bad. Like, and it's so expensive, dude. It's like I'm even debating if I should buy Virtua Fighter 5 $50 or just the regular edition $20. That's how bad things have become with me, with gaming. Like that's the kind of like how bad it is with the money right now that I have to make a decision. Should I purchase, a $20 version or a $50 version of Virtua Fighter 5? Back in the days, I didn't have to worry about that because, I had a steady income. Things were great. Economy was great. I didn't have to worry about that. But now, man, you're like, how much is this? How much I have to pay? It's really bad. It's really bad. Anyway, Yeah, it's looking pretty bad. All right, well, I wish I had some good news, but unfortunately, there are no good news lately. As of lately, no good news. Uh, like the only good news was this news about Game Pass and Netflix bundle. That's like the only good news for me at least was because I love Netflix and I also love Game Pass. So if they can make this bundle with Game Pass and Netflix this holiday season, I'm like, all right, well, I mean, that's good for me. That'll work for me, and I'm sure it will work for many of you who love Netflix and Game Pass. But again, it's not set in stone. We don't even know what's going to happen with that. These are just the rumors, something that Asha Sharma on a GDC had kind of briefly mentioned, but nothing is set in stone, so we don't know. Like I said, I don't have a crystal ball. I only know what's written on the internet. What you know is what I know. What you see is what I see. What you hear is what I hear. Okay. But anyway, this is like not good, not good, and this is not good, man. And I was like hoping maybe by the end of this year I can buy a PS5 Pro. Forget it, not buying it. But listen, I'm okay with my base PS5 and my PlayStation VR 2. I don't think there will be any drastic difference between Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024 on base PS5 and PS5 Pro. I think it will look pretty much identical on the PlayStation VR 2, you know. And thank God that I didn't sell my PS5 and my PlayStation VR 2. Thank God. Thank God. I have no remorse or like any kind of selling remorse, regret for Xbox Series X and S because I don't need it. I have a gaming laptop. I'm all good, man. My gaming laptop, it's way more powerful than Series X and S. Well, actually, my gaming laptop mops the floor with Series X and S. No offense. And even PS5 Pro, it mops the floor. So I'm all good. Nintendo Switch 2, I was very happy with the purchase of Nintendo Switch 2. But like I said, my only problem with Nintendo Switch 2, it's, $70 for Mario Tennis Fever, man. Are you kidding me? Come on, man. The game should have been $40. But it's Nintendo. Anyway, I don't want my videos to be too long. I don't know what else I can say, man. It's not good. Not good. All right, this is not good. $900 plus tax, $930. And that's without the physical media player, disc player. If you add a physical media disc player, you're looking at what, $1,000, bro. That's ridiculous. You have to pay close to a $1,000. Close to a $1,000 for a console. And then a base console, $700. $650 plus tax, 680. You have to have $700. It's ridiculous, man. Anyway, I don't know what else to tell you. It's not good. It's not good. The gaming industry, man. It's already like a Titanic ship, bro. It feels like a Titanic ship. It really does. I mean, you just feel it that that the gaming industry just like it's not exciting. Like how could you be excited about any of this? It's not bad enough that they're making shit games. Nothing good is coming out. It's just a bunch of remasters and remakes and sequels. Nothing new, no new IPs other than Pragmata, right? But and then on top of that, you look at the prices and how much you have to pay for these games, and then you look at the price tags of these consoles, hardware consoles. Uh, yeah, man, nothing to be excited about here. The gaming now has become a luxury. It has become a luxury. Okay? And that sucks because it'll become a privilege to only those who have luxury to enjoy this, while the rest of us can just forget about it, you know. A console hardware, it's now close to $1,000. And then what does this say for the future console hardware? Like PS6, how much is that? $1,300? And when they start jacking up prices on that, it will be what? $1,500? And how much are we looking for PS6 Pro? $2,000 for PS6 Pro? $3,000? The console hardware supposed to be affordable and convenient. That was the whole idea of Atari 2600, of Sega Genesis, of Super Nintendo, is something that it's a affordable gaming hardware console. Console, it's a hardware, okay? It has hardware built into it. And now that console hardware, it's a luxury. It's super expensive. Not to mention that the consoles are super expensive as a hardware, but on top of hardware, you also have to pay arm and leg for a software. So both hardware and a software which you will need to play the games will cost you arm and leg. Oh. Anyway, it's already 32 minutes. I think I said enough. I think I said enough. And what else is there to say besides what I have already said? Like I said, I have said enough. And what I have said, it's not good. Nothing to be excited here about. And I think I said enough in this 33 minutes. And it's sad. It's... All right. Like I said, I said enough. I said enough. I said enough, and let me end the video here. I mean, what else you want me to say? Look at these prices, man. What else you want me to say? You want me to dance around, hold hands, sing Kumbaya, celebrate? And look at Japan. Look how much is in Japan. Jesus. Anyway. All right. Like I said earlier, as I mentioned earlier, like a minute ago, I said enough. I said enough, as I mentioned earlier. I said enough, and that's it. Yeah. I'm really disappointed, really am, because I love gaming, but now I don't know, dude. I might have to quit because I can't afford, dude. I can just play what I have. I'll just play what I have, But man, this is just... Anyway. All right, enough of me bitching and moaning and crying. Like I said enough. I don't want to repeat myself, rehash what I already have rehashed. And I don't want this video to be super long. But, like I said, like, where are we going with the future of video gaming if this is where we are? If this is where the prices are, where are we going, right? like I said, how much we will have to pay for this new Project Helix Xbox next year. What's that going to be? Like what? $1,000, $1,200, $1,300? PlayStation 6, what? Digital version, $1,200. Physical media version, $1,300. What are we looking at? Some ridiculous prices. Maybe even 1,500. I wouldn't be surprised if it's even 1,500. So, it's, yeah, dude. Like, all right, I need to end the video. It's 35 minutes. You guys don't like it when I make these long videos. But I mean, I am, sad now because this is like Titanic ship. It's the end of the road for my gaming journey. And I'm almost 50, bro. It's time for me to retire from gaming, dude. I'm 47. 2 years from now, I'll be 50, bro. In 2029, I'll be 50. I mean, I'm almost 50. I'm a 50-year-old geezer, and time for me to retire from gaming. Yeah, man, it's just like ridiculous. Anyway, thank you for watching.